We're back. First, I want to say I'm sorry about episode 10. I was out the night before, so and plus that episode was boring. So we're just gonna have to like we just know what happened. But we're back for episode 12, Love Island USA. Let's go. Okay, so the episode starts with Pepe and Hannah. They come back to the group after making out, and Nick is joking. He's like, "Oh, you have makeup on your face," and Pepe's like, "Where?" He's like, "Nah, I'm just kidding, man." He knew what was going on up in the speakeasy. Ciao. Shelly is still trying to assure British Dumpster that everything is all right with Hannah. Whoever's editing, okay, good job. Hannah made out with British Dumpster in the speakeasy now after she done made out with Pepe in the speakeasy. Yo, Hannah really likes the speakeasy. British Dumpster and Hannah, they're talking, and Olandria says she wants to go spy. Me too, girl. I am nosy. And so she's basically saying like nobody's doing anything really that wrong. Like it's week 2. But like, okay, are you guys gonna do this every week? Like, okay, well, it's week 2, it's week 4. Like, like so far, none of these couples. I have faith in none of these couples. Like, if I had to vote on who the best, I don't know who that would be. It would only be Shelly and Dumpster, just off the fact that they're the ones that haven't had a lot of drama. But otherwise, I don't know. Anyway, so Dumpster and Shelly are talking, and he is just being a whiner complainer again, talking about, oh, I'm starting to back, blah blah blah, whining, and Shelly is saying the part of the reason why she likes Ace is that he's not all caught up in this stuff. He has confidence, so if there's a little competition, that's not about to make him trip. Whereas like this one's beating himself up, like, boy, grow some balls. Anyway, she no, Hutter and Jared, they're now talking, right? And then so they're checking each other's temperature. And Lord, why do they get into it again? They're very triggering. They're very triggering. I am going through a breakup right now, so their arguments really trigger me bad. They discuss Iris, um, and Huda says something, and she's like, "Never, ever, ever bring up our issues to anyone." And he's like, you ain't gotta say it like that. But here's what I want to say about these two. I know everybody's beating up Huda. Jeremiah is not innocent. Jeremiah is not innocent. He definitely love bombed her and was doing the most before he found out she had a kid. He was also doing the most. He's not innocent either. They are both insufferable. Like they both give me a headache. Ace and Shelly are talking. She's talking about her conversation with Dumpster. Um, he says he's still open to, of course, that's his favorite thing. I'm open, I'm open, I'm open, I'm exploring every episode. But he did mention that he chatted with Iris, and she says she doesn't like it, but it's like, Shelly's cool. She gonna play it cool. I love me some Shells. Okay, she did make a good point, because we all have been saying it about how Ace is just literally saying how much he likes her and how much he's gonna step it up. But then it's like as soon as something new comes in, he's on it. It looks bad, but that's also why I don't really want them together. Like Ace is 22. He's not. I don't want to say like he's not doing anything wrong, but he's also not here for love. But I do need him till the end because man's is good television. Okay. So now it is bedtime. Everybody's getting ready for bed. Shells tells O about her conversation with Ace, and she's basically saying, like she don't know because of the way he's moving, like, which we've been saying the same thing, Shells. And then Huda and Jeremiah in that bed. And I'm like, okay, I'll get there. All right, so now it's morning time. Ace brings Iris breakfast, no breakfast for Shells. Shells and O peep, and so did I. Huda tells the group that her and Jer, you know, which I'm kind of surprised because I just assumed they already did. So, but good for them. Ace is gushing on Iris. Um, Jer brings Huda breakfast. She slips and says, "Okay, I love you. Bye." Oh, she goes, "Oh no, I didn't, girl." British Dumpster pulls Iris for a chat, and the whole time he's like trying way too hard. It was giving desperate. Not gonna lie. And this also was like a really boring conversation. I had to move past this. Hannah is talking to Taylor while Iris and British Dumpster they're talking, and she's getting a little gel, and I'm just like, I don't know, girl. You have more chemistry with the other guy. Like Hannah is spiraling, but the whole thing is, Hannah, you were just straddling Pepe. You know. Taylor and Alandria are talking, and she's picking his brain. He's like, "How do you feel about Jalen?" Excuse me. And she says he's more upfront about the way he feels about her, which is true. Like he's telling her she's beautiful. He's telling her she likes her. He's applying the pressure, and Taylor's kind of like, eh. So Taylor says, "Do I need to be worried?" And I'm like, I would be, because sometimes it's just like whoever's applying the pressure. Sometimes. So Hannah and British Dumpster, they're talking. She says she wants to be honest with him, but she doesn't want to go into this ego war with him that seems to, which he definitely is doing. He's trying to act like he's not, and she peeped it because he was way too desperate in that conversation with Iris. He asked her, like, do you care or not? And they kiss and make up, basically. Pepe, Nick, and Dumpster, they're talking about the Olympics, and Nick gets a text. It's a challenge, and the challenge is got wood. And they go to the challenge, and Paige DeSorbo comes out. So they're shocked to see her. They're telling her she looks good. Okay, yeah. All right. So now the game is, one of the guys has to climb up the tree, uh, shoot down a question, and they ask it, and they have to answer it with another guy. Whoever the guy is has to get on the axe table. They pick a girl, and then they axe with the girl, and then they have to pick then they roll over the barrel, and then they pick a girl to roll over the barrel with, and then they pick a beaver, and then they go in the house. It was, child, I'm gonna just say this, and then you'll understand the game, okay? So Dumpster goes first. He climbs up the tree. He picks out the question is, which boy needs to be asked? He picks Jer. Jer was like, "Are you serious?" Yo, why do they secretly hate him? And Huda, like, it's crazy. It must be worse for them in the villa because so he picks Jeremiah, sprays him. Jer picks Amaya to join him at the axe station. Um, like doing anything with him is just like, ugh. So he picks Shells to ride the log, and the beaver he picks is Alandria, and they go in the room, and he picks her up, and they make out, and I'm just like, I just want better for them. I want better for my girls. Anyway, Taylor goes next. He climbs up. And his question is, which boy seems bored in his couple? Ace, of course, right? Ace sends Huda to act with Taylor. and then um and then he picks Sierra as a beaver, and they fake like they're doing it in the house. It is funny. It's a comedic moment, right? So now it's Nick's turn. Nick asks a question, which boy is pining for somebody else? Of course, it's Ace, because we all know he cannot stand him. So he picks Iris to 6ix9ine with Nick, and Nick picks Alandria to go in the cabin with a kid. Yeah, right? Is that what happened? I feel like that's what happened. Okay. Then Jeremiah goes, and his question was, which boy has no splinter of hope in his couple? Is Ace, of course. And then Sierra, he picks Sierra to 6ix9ine, Jeremiah, right? Jeremiah picks Alandria's beaver, and they go in and they make out, and of course Huda, she's not loving it, right? She's jelly. Ace goes now, right? Which boy needs to be cut down to size? He picks Pepe. All right. And of course, they left out some activities, but Pepe barrels with, oh no, Ace barrels with Iris. He chooses Iris, not Shelly, to barrel with, picks Alandria's beaver, and they go in the cabin and kiss. All right. Next, we have Jalen. His question is, which boy needs to branch out? Of course, it's Jeremiah. Uh, and then he picks Huda to act with Jalen. Jalen picks Amaya's beaver and they go in the cabin and kiss. Okay. Pepe, right, asks which boy has no chemistry with his partner. And he picks Dumpster, of course, right? Hannah rides the log with Pepe. Pepe picks Iris to go in the cabin and they kiss. British Dumpster now, okay? He goes, he is the last. And his question is, which boy is your stiffest competition? And it's Pepe. He picks, right? Sprays Pepe. British Dumpster rides the log with Hannah, but he, of course, he had to like try to one up Pepe, and he picks Hannah up, and they start making out on the floor. His ego is torn. His aura is gone. Like aura on zero. Okay, negative. But anyway, he picks Sierra's beaver. They go in the cabin and they kiss. All right. Now we're back at the villa. The guys are talking and the girls are talking. Alandria says she's done kissing forever. Huda is not happy about Jeremiah and O kissing. And it's just like, Huda girl, it was a challenge for crying out loud. These two, I give me a headache. They're so triggering. Nick asked Jeremiah, he goes, "Hey, don't you think that she was acting like over the top?" And Jeremiah, of course, like, you know damn well she was acting over the top. Hannah's talking about her kisses with British Dumpster and Pepe. Um, and while that's happening, Jalen and Alandria are talking, and they're talking about the challenge. He asks about her connection with Taylor, um, and basically says, may the best man. Like, he's not taking his neck off Alandria. He wants her bad, okay? Hannah talking to Pepe and Soul Ties. She says her and British Dumpster are cool, but she hasn't really explored, which she hasn't. That was like the first guy she picked, and she kind of stuck with that. Um, and then while that's happening, British Dumpster pulls Amaya for a chat. And when I tell you, I feel so bad for Amaya. I feel really bad for her. Her whole time in this villa has been like I just feel so, this made me feel so bad, especially when she started crying. I'm like, dang, did she catch a break? Like, I really feel so bad for her. I understand she's annoying, but it's like, sis gotta catch a break, okay? So British Dumpster basically pulls Amaya for a chat and tells he would like to get to know her. And she said, I'm not about to get in the middle of whatever this is. This is very confusing. And also, Hannah is my girl, and I'm not about to do that to her. And she starts crying. And I understand, because it's just like, dang, like, can I get a real connection in this villa without anything weird going on? Like, for a change, like, I just felt so bad. But I'm really proud of the way that she handled the whole situation. And I'm glad that she was honest when telling, like, I think that you're just acting off emotion and your ego is hurt. Okay? So now we're getting ready for the night. Everybody's getting cute, getting good. Everybody's getting cute, looking good. British Dumpster says is telling the guys he took an L with Amaya. Good, because I don't even know why you would have. Amaya goes and snitches to Hannah about what just happened with British Dumpster, and I'm glad. And then Hannah's cool. Hannah's cool. She's cool about it. She's not really upset about it. Um, Iris says that she has a really good connection with Ace, which they do. I'm not gonna lie, they do actually have chemistry, and I don't really want Ace with Shelly any. Like, I think Shelly's too good for him. Shelly's so dang beautiful, and I know like Ace is all enamored, but to me, Iris is also very basic looking, very basic. Like, where Shelly, she's fine as hell. Like, oh, I love me some Shelly. She's so pretty. Taylor and Alandria, they check in with each other. She tells him about her conversation and the little peck that she had with Jalen. And, basically they're just trying to see if they're good for reconnect. Whatever. It was, just checking each other's temperature. Hannah says she's struggling between Pepe and British Dumpster because she says with Pepe there's chemistry there, and it's gone how mostly how her and her exes were like, basically like the fire is there, but it's like she wants the substance, and she feels like she has the substance with British Dumpster. Ace and Irish chat, and he says he liked his kiss with her on the barrel. They're connecting. She says she can talk to him forever. And he says, "Do you believe in first sight or first chat?" You know how he's just gonna he's gonna flirt, and he does not pull Shelly for a chat. This is what I'm saying. Like, let's just stop this already. I feel like let's, you know. Hannah and British Dumpster talk, and she's apologizing to him for being so, like, for acting very impulsive, and they make up. Huda and Jeremiah are talking, and of course she's gonna cry about the challenge and him kissing Alandria. They start bickering. Ariana pulls up. She wants everybody to join her at the fire pit because it's a recoupling. She tells everybody that it's a recoupling, but she fills them in that America chose the couples for the three new bombshells. And everybody, okay. And that after that, three people will be single and vulnerable. Jalen goes and he picks Alandria, which whatever, I'll take it. I'll take it because we got something else. Pepe chooses Hannah, and Dumpster like, this is so awkward. And I'm like, yeah, it is, because I definitely felt it through the television. And then the top, yo, when I tell you we are all messy bitches that live for drama, because I definitely voted this way. I picked Iris for Jeremiah. I wanted to see that. I can't. I'm like, disperse, disperse, disperse. So yes, I picked Iris and Jeremiah. So sorry about it. When I tell you, like, the way everybody was like crying and throwing up, I was like, yes, this is the TV I need. Ace is cracking up after this. Which I would have been weak too, because it would have been like, oh my God. Hood is tight. Of course, her face, oh my gosh, she is tight. Alandria is like, this is so fucked. And I'm like, yes, it is in the best way. I love it. Now, Taylor, British Dumpster, and Huda are single and vulnerable. Oh my God. Iris says she is really surprised because I think low key she was hoping that we were gonna pick her and Ace. No, girl, you're not. We're not. You're there for us. Jeremiah says he has no words. But he's gonna miss being in the bed with Huda. One of them will be going home, and the Islanders have to decide which one of them three has to go home, and they gotta vote right now. Oh, that's so good. Okay. And then whoever they vote, whoever has the most votes is booted from the island immediately. And this is so good. Everybody's already crying and throwing up, and it's like now it's like, let's just turn it up even more. All right, the voting starts. Sierra, I knew she was. I kind of knew how these. I don't know why. I just kind of knew how most. So I wrote them down beforehand. It's so crazy. I wrote them down beforehand, and my daughter was sitting next to me, so she could tell you. Anyway, Sierra picks British Dumpster. Nick picked Huda, and her face, what she gave him, like, if look, that's one of those if looks could kill. And Ace too. She get okay. Dumpster picks Taylor, which I was like, oh, but I guess he's more cool with British Dumpster, so I get whatever. Shelly picked British Dumpster, saw that coming. Ace picked Huda, which I knew that was coming. I just had a feeling because I don't think he likes her no more. And Amaya picked British Dumpster. When I tell you, if they were already crying and throwing up, now they were crying, pooping, and throwing up. Oh my, it was like, right? But we did it. We did it. We broke up Huda and Jeremiah, and now we get to see the mess unfold. I'm so excited. And we got a Trump loving jerk off of our screen. It's like we won so many times tonight. Like, British dumpster, do you know you have 30 minutes? Pack your stuff and take it back across the pond. Or, well, actually, they in Fiji, so take it back to wherever you come from. But did you see the preview for tomorrow? Ace and Jeremiah argue. We saw this coming. Okay, now we're getting now it's getting good. Now it's getting good. Anyway, I think I forgot to introduce myself in the beginning because I was way too excited. It's me, Wandy. Please like, comment, subscribe, follow me on social media. I'm on TikTok and Instagram mostly. Lord Wandy. Um, I'll see you tomorrow. Love you so much. Bye.